country. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Mr. Jermaine Warren.
Yeah, I'm judging you right now. Give it up for Victor and Barry. Holy shit, man. You guys look cool. Unlike a lot of my friends. Yeah, my friends are jerks. Lately, they've been telling me that I look like CeeLo. That's the nicest way anyone has ever told me that I need to go on a diet. Because they don't understand. I'm not fat. I'm prepared. Listen, you can drop me off on a deserted island. I got 12 months right here. I'm not gonna die. I know it's true because you guys remember Lost? Remember that big dude Hurley? He was on an island for 6 years. And he didn't lose 1 pound. I really hate the term fat and lazy. It's more like fat and dedicated. You know how many bad decisions I have to make on a daily basis? Yeah, to keep this sweet bar. Whataburger at 4 in the morning every day? Don't mind if I do. Basically, I think I have the same dedication as somebody with a six-pack. Like, they get beautiful women and a long, healthy life. I get diabetes. Whenever I go to the drive-thru, I want the least amount of human contact as possible. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of what I'm about to do. So it's really pissing me off lately, because every time I go to Chick-fil-A, there's a guy that stands in front of the normal drive-thru stuff to take my order. That's not what I want. I want to go talk to a glowing screen of food. Not this guy. He has to take my order. He's standing right there. He's looking at me in the eyes. He's like, what do you want? I want you to not be here. That's what I want. How did you even get kicked out the restaurant? All right. What do I want? I'll take a grilled chicken salad. No dressing. I just wasted a trip, thanks. And then when I get up to the front to pay, usually this is happening to me all the time now. They're like, hey, excuse me, sir. Can you please pull up to the front? If you don't mind, can you please pull up to the front? Like, don't put me in fast food timeout. Oh my, I order something else, I don't care. I don't care. They don't show any compassion. They're like, to the front, so you can be judged. I know that's what I do when I see someone in the front. I walk around, I'm like, they don't even know how to fast food. Don't get the grilled chicken sandwich. It's a trap every time. Thank you. Grilled chicken sandwich. I like to get my revenge on them. I'll pull up, I'm like, man, I got 10 separate orders. I'm gonna make this as hard as humanly possible. First order, hamburger, fries, and a Coke. Second order, exactly the same as the first order, except chicken sandwich, no fries, and a Sprite. Third order, he actually doesn't want anything. He just wants you to know he's there. He just wants to be a part of the process. Give him a water or something. I'm one of the only people you'll find that hate pay it forward. I hate pay it forward so much. Because I just imagine the guy in the car in front of me looking in his rearview mirror and going, oh yeah, that guy needs something good in his life. That guy needs something. We're going to pay it forward for him. You guys know what that is? Should I explain? Gotta pay it forward. I'm such a weirdo. Whenever I go up to the drive-thru and the guy's like, hey man, the person in front of you paid for your meal. It's all them. Instead of taking it like a normal human, I get all defensive. I'm like, I have a job. I can pay for my own meal. I'm a productive member of society. I just don't get it. You're not really helping anyone out. Nobody goes to the drive-thru that's not already prepared to pay. No one has that much faith in humanity. I'm just gonna go on through. Someone's gonna get me, I know it, I can feel it. Someone's gonna get me. Excuse me, sir, that'll be $12.95. Oh, don't worry about it. He's got me. Paying it backwards. That guy just did his good deed for the day. Every time I go to Whataburger, I like to order 2 sandwiches. And for some reason, they put each sandwich in its own individual bags. And then they put those 2 bags in a massive white plastic bag, so it looks like I just went grocery shopping there. And it's making me really self-conscious, because whenever I get to my apartment, I'm holding this Whataburger suitcase, and people are staring at me. They look at me, they know I'm single, this isn't food for a family. So I run up to every single one of them, and I'm like, hey man, there's just 2 sandwiches in this bag, there's not that much food! And then I look up, and I see the chick I like staring at me. Well, that's not gonna happen. And the homeless guy runs up to me. He's like, hey man, I heard you had 2 sandwiches. Like one of my friends likes to point out, maybe some of my struggles with weight comes from the fact that I refer to 2 double meat, double cheeseburgers as sandwiches. I watch a lot of Netflix. Like a lot of Netflix. I watched 6 seasons of The Office in 2 days. Because I'm a man. You ever been in a deep Netflix trance? You're like, one more episode, one more episode, one more episode, one more episode, one more episode. It's 6:30 in the morning, I gotta go to work at 7. I don't care. I'm watching the finale. My left eye is twitching. I'm staring at the screen. I don't know if I'm in my apartment or I'm in the show. There was a part in The Office where Michael Scott was waving goodbye. That's the boss. And I waved goodbye back. I like Netflix, man. It's the longest relationship I've ever been in. Starts off so good. It recommends you things. It's like, hey, you should watch Trailer Park Boys. What do I look like? Why would a guy like me watch Trailer Park Boys? 6 months later, that's my favorite show. Netflix, how did you get in? How did you know? I think things are kind of coming to the end between me and Netflix now. The only thing it recommends me now are a bunch of documentaries and TED Talks. The only thing left in my queue is some kid's 8th grade AV project. I'll watch it when I get home. There's options now. It's Amazon Prime, it's Hulu Plus. Like my dad said, it's cheaper to keep her. The one thing that I really want Netflix to get, Honey Boo Boo. But hey, look, I love everyone's response every time because we're laughing at her, not with her, and she's 8. That's everyone's problem with the show. I gotta turn on my TV and see this 8-year-old acting like a child. Honey Boo Boo's doing better than everybody in this room right now. Honey Boo Boo's 8 years old. She's the executive producer of her own television show. You see, on Christmas, she had a whole aisle of toys. I'm a grown man. I didn't do shit today. I'm not gonna lie though, when I found out that Honey Boo Boo wasn't black, I was way too happy. I was like, yes! I don't know if we can come back from this one. That might have been a wrap. It might have been over for us. We'll talk about me for a second. When I was growing up, my parents did not push Santa Claus on me. So in my house, all my toys would say, from mom and dad, and then deep underneath the tree would be a barely wrapped pair of socks that would say from Santa. Yeah. So I had absolutely no loyalty to the guy. I had loyalty to my parents. So on Christmas Eve, while a lot of kids are putting out milk and cookies for Santa, I'm pouring single malt scotch for my dad. So I know where these presents are coming from. Mom, I didn't forget you. There's a bubble bath and chocolates. little single malt scotch for you too. I'm 5 years old. Don't have to worry about the bottle. But I would always be confused whenever I would get back to school because all the kids would be like, Santa gave me this, Santa gave me that. And I'd be like, Santa? Don't your parents love you? So, of course, for about a month in the 3rd grade, I was one of the first kids to not believe in Santa. So for about a month in the 3rd grade, I was as annoying as an atheist. I was cornering other 3rd graders like, what, you still believe in Santa? What are you, stupid? You gotta check out this Bugs Bunny dude. He's got dynamite, anvils. If I find this Acme store, I'm gonna start something. I was a very intense 3rd grader for some reason. My parents, they kind of hooked me up, almost. Like, I never got Transformers, I got GoBots. Yeah. And I didn't get He-Man, I got Sunman. That's the black version of He-Man. He didn't have a cartoon. Growing up, I had the black version of every toy available. So when Ninja Turtles came out, I was so happy. I was like, man, they're turtles. I gotta get a turtle. They bought me Splinter. In the 5th grade, I read the autobiography of Malcolm X. I tried to act like I was militant after that, except I grew up in the suburbs. I didn't really have a lot to be militant about. It didn't stop me though. In my elementary school, I opened up a chapter of the Black Nation of Islam. Can you believe that? 2 black kids. Everybody else was white. We wore bow ties, ate some bean pies, and played Sega Genesis. It was one of the most successful chapters. I have a neighbor that owns a domesticated wolf. That's a real thing. He owns a domesticated wolf. How can I describe this to you? From far away, it looks like a husky, and then you get closer, and your body seizes up. And it looks like a husky that signed a pact with the devil. And every time I'm around my friend, he's like, hey man, you need to calm down. The wolf can sense fear. I'm like, yes, that is correct. The wolf is sensing the correct emotion, that is fear, and probably the smell of piss. But it still looks so cool in my neighborhood. Walking around a pit bull? I mean, a wolf? Oh, it looks so cool. I went online because I wanted a wolf for myself. You find a few red flags. One of the biggest ones that I found was if you own a domestic wolf, one of the warnings was don't get sick, or the wolf will see it as a sign of weakness and challenge you as leader of the pack. I no longer want a wolf. This next stuff is kind of random. It's all the random things going in my head. Cell phones off. A lot of people like to play the lotto when it's $500 million, but never when it's 10. Who are these snobs? Who's walking in the corner store like, $10 million. Such a paltry amount. Well, I don't know how that could change my life at all. Oh dear, look at the time. My shift work at McDonald's is about to begin. There's a brewery called Dogfish Head, and they're coming out with a beer that has moondust in it. Sounds kind of cool at first, till you realize moondust is just dirt. Nothing cool about putting dirt in beer, you know? I'll go outside, I'll get a handful of dirt, I'll ruin everybody's dreams in here. And I'll do it for free. I won't even charge you. That's why I hate beer snobs. Because, beer's beer. What's the most expensive beer in the world? It's like $5. It's for everybody. I can kind of see why people can be wine snobs. Because they have bottles of wine that are worth more than my life. Like if I was in a burning building and it was like, you can save me, or you can save this bottle of fancy wine named Noir 1925. I'm like, save the wine bottle. Wrap it up in a little blanket. And get it out of here. I'm gonna lay on the ground and die. Because I don't need that kind of pressure. That bottle breaks. Every wine magazine in the world has a picture of it on the cover. Like, we lost our precious artifact. And what we get in exchange is a picture of me like this. Fancy Feast is the only of the animal products that I would eat in public. And I don't think you could call me out on it either. Like, hey man, look at that weirdo eating cat food. I'd be like, that's right. This is shrimp and white wine sauce. Enjoy those nuggets, bitch. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, well, a lot of you guys will be at the grocery store fighting it out like savages. I'll be at the pet store. Cat aisle. Google is really weird to me. Because I have no earthly idea what they want. Like, I know what Microsoft wants. All my money. I can understand that. But Google's a little different. Google's like, hey, put your money away. I just want to watch. Oh yeah, Google likes what it sees. Have you guys heard the phrase, you need the cushion for the pushing? I'm 100% cushion. I screwed up. I'm on the wrong side of a wonderful equation. I gotta be real creative when I talk to women now. I'm like, hey babe, I'm very comfortable. If you ever wanted to make love to a sofa-like being, I'm your man. You remember the first time you had sex without a condom? Didn't it feel like every Trojan commercial you saw after that was a lie? Like, oh, Trojan man, you lied to me. You lied right to my face. You knew it was better. That first time, you see you stick it in, you look up, the roof explodes, there's horns playing, and you see God giving you a big thumbs up. Like, that's my boy! You got herpes. I went on Amazon the other day. Bought 100 condoms for like $10. Now I am under way too much pressure. I'm not gonna feel like a winner when the expiration date comes and I still have 99 condoms left. And Amazon has this thing now, if you order a certain item, you get a reminder email. So in my inbox, I have something like, hey, just to let you know, but 99.999% of people reordered by now. Just saying. And if you don't respond, it gets real passive aggressive. It's like, hey buddy, that last order was a bit much for you. How about a 3-pack? So now I'm doing anything I can to get rid of condoms, man. I'm doing my dishes, I'm putting condoms on my hands. I'm taking showers, I'm putting condoms on as shower caps. You wouldn't know it, but ribbed condoms make some of the best slippers. Every step is like a gentle massage on the feet. I got 99 condoms and not one bitch. Hit me. My name's Jermaine Warren. You guys have been lovely.